Hello and welcome to Reviews of Ryan, and today I'm going to be showing you guys all my pickups for the month of March. And I have Blu-rays in this one, I have 4Ks, and I also have quite a bit of Steelbooks in this as well. This is another pretty big month for me. I'm going to start off first with the Blu-rays that I purchased. So starting off, we have High Life. This is a A24 film. And I've seen this a couple times. This is a pretty decent Robert Pattinson film. If you have not heard of it, I recommend it highly. It is an artsier, more film, but I would definitely check it out. Next on the list is another A24 film, Uncut Gems. This is another good A24 film. It was only $7 on Amazon, so if you guys want to check that out, I definitely would highly recommend it. It's a different kind of role for Adam Sandler. Next was in my top 20 list last year. I ranked it, I believe it was number 20. It is Red Rocket. I absolutely love this A24 film. I find it funny. I find that this director, he does a really good job of creating really real life characters. Nobody to actually root for. I actually have a review on my channel if you would like to check it out. Next on the list, I've never seen any of these movies before, but it was only like $13 and it came with 4 films. That is the original Batman collection. I haven't watched any of these before, and I really am looking forward to checking that out at some point. I've heard Batman and Robin is the worst of them all, so we'll see. Next was another top film that was in my list last year. That was Belfast. Yes, Kenneth Branagh did a really good job with this film. I love the black and white aspect. I thought that the little boy in this, he did a really good job as well. Next up on the list is a pretty solid football film. It is American Underdog. I always love football films. I mean, this isn't one of my favorites, but I really did enjoy it. I thought it was a really decent film for what it was. Next up is kind of I guess some people didn't really like this film. I liked it. I had some issues with it, but overall I pretty much enjoyed it for the most part. That is House of Gucci. I thought Lady Gaga did good in this. I know a lot of people were criticizing Jared Leto's performance, but I enjoyed it for the most part. Next up is Sing 2. I know some people have not seen this movie. I found this movie to be okay. I did do a review on it, and I like the first one a little bit better, but I still like the second one. It has quite a bit of different aspects that I did enjoy about it. Next, we're going to look at all the 4Ks that I got. These are going to have some slipcovers. I think one didn't come with a slipcover, and then I did get a box set. And the first one is the Sonic box set. This has like a mini steelbook with it, and it has like a comic book and a couple other things with it and goodies. I haven't opened it yet, but I am excited for the new Sonic film this week, and I can't wait to drop a review and share my thoughts with you guys. Next up, we have another A24 film. This is like a special kind of packaging, and I ordered it from the A24 site. This is Lamb, and this movie is very strange. It's very unique. Ending is even stranger. And I did like the cinematography in it, and I can't wait to watch this in 4K because I just know it's going to look good in 4K. Next up is a film that I did watch sometime last year, but that is called Love and Monsters, and this film really surprised me. I really had no expectations, and I thought it was a really good film. So if you guys haven't heard of this film, I would definitely check it out. It was kind of an under-the-radar film that went straight to streaming pretty much. Next up is a film I haven't watched in a long time, and I actually found this at Walmart. For those of you that don't know, my Walmart really sucks. They don't really carry 4Ks. The town that I live in, it's kind of a smaller kind of town, and they don't really ever have 4Ks at Walmart. I don't even shop there for 4Ks because I know I won't find them. But they had like 15 titles, and this was one of them, and that is Pacific Rim. I haven't seen this movie in forever. I did not like the sequel. I just like this one standalone, so I probably would not buy the sequel. Next up, this one was actually given to me. Shout out to Brando Critic. I'm part of his Patreon, and I won a copy of this film. That film is Dune. I cannot wait to watch it in 4K. I have not watched it since I actually streamed it. I didn't go to the theater to watch that one, but I am excited to at least relook at it. I know I didn't give it the best rating, but I think on a second watch, I think I may probably like it a little bit more. Next up was one of my favorite films last year. I did have this on Blu-ray and I upgraded it to 4K because I really love this movie and I really wanted it on 4K. That is The Last Duel. Just the performances in this, and I really cannot wait to watch that film in 4K because it just was one of my favorites from last year. I have two more in the 4K format. Next, this one was given to me by a friend. He just kind of bought it and sent it to me. So shout out to my friend Austin for sending this to me. And that film is Venom, Let There Be Carnage. I had this on 4K, or actually Blu-ray, and I upgraded now. So I have it on 4K. And then the last one, this one doesn't have a slipcover, sadly, but I haven't watched this film in quite a while. And I'm actually going to be watching this with Brando Critic. We're going to be doing like a watch along at the end of this month. And so this is the movie that we picked, and I went ahead and picked it up because I didn't own it. But this is Prometheus. I haven't watched this film in a long time, and I'm really excited to watch it again and see the visuals. I really did enjoy it the last time that I watched it, but it's been several years. And now we're going to be moving on to the Steelbooks. All right, so before we get into the Steelbooks, I'll just let you know they're all in protectors, and I'm not going to take them out of the protectors. I'll show you the front and back and just show you what movies they are. But the first one is Terminator, Dark Fate. I haven't seen this in a while, but I did like this film, and I'm kind of getting into the Terminator franchise. I really haven't really seen much of them, but I was interested to definitely check this one out again because it's been a while. Next one is another Terminator film. This is the T2 Steelbook. I saw that this came back in stock. I never got a chance to check it out, but I was really interested in checking it out because I never watched it before and it wasn't that expensive for a Steelbook. Next up is Spies in Disguise. I haven't watched this one since the theater. I know my son really likes this film, and I'm really excited to watch it again because it's just something that I thought it was a pretty solid film. Next up is Jungle Cruise. I really like this Steelbook a lot. I love the look of it. I love it. It kind of looks like something like an Indiana Jones. At least that's what it reminds me of. Of course, the story's a little bit different. But I enjoyed that movie last year. I know some people weren't really that crazy about it. Next up is another movie that a lot of people weren't really crazy about, but I actually didn't mind this movie. That is The Matrix Resurrections. It's not really like a big kind of like lots of graphics in that Steelbook. It's kind of simple, but whatever. I mean, I like the colors. Next up is a movie that this Steelbook had been sold out in a while on Best Buy, and so as soon as I saw that it came back, I went ahead and picked it up. That's Monsters, Inc. Definitely one of my favorite Pixar films. I love the way that looks, and as soon as I saw that come back in stock, I had to grab it. And then up next is the sequel to it, or rather prequel to it. That's Monsters University. My wife likes this film a lot more than the original, but I like the original more than that one. But I still do like both films. I find them to be quite funny and have a lot of heart to both of them. Next up is another Pixar film. I haven't watched this one in a while either. This is Finding Dory. And I kind of like the original. I like Finding Nemo more than Finding Dory. And I also picked up Finding Nemo as well. And then this one was another one that was sold out for a while, and it came back in stock. And as soon as I saw this one, because I had the slipcover of this one on 4K, but as soon as I saw it, this came back in stock, I had to grab it, and that is the Roger Rabbit Steelbook. This Steelbook is absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love the way the inside is too. I have a couple more. This is another one that was out of stock that I never knew that they made one for, but The Invisible Man. This was one of the last movies that I watched before the whole COVID thing happened and we had shut down the theaters. I know here we had shut down the theaters for like 7 months. This is one of the last films I watched. And then two more. I got the West Side Story Steelbook. And this is one of my favorite films from last year. I'm not the biggest musical guy, but I really enjoyed this. I never felt like this was too much music or anything like that. And I really enjoyed it. And then the last one in my March haul, I actually showed this off in a video, is Nightmare Alley. And you know what? I actually lied. I actually have one more, and I actually did an unboxing for this. I forgot about that I got this, but the Hunger Games Steelbook set. I showed off a video of this set. It's absolutely beautiful. The Steelbooks are absolutely gorgeous. It is worth every penny. I love the franchise, and I just really love the way it looks. Even though it's a little bit on the pricey side, but I think for what the price was, I think it is really neat looking Steelbooks. Well, that is all my pickups for March. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I will see you guys on my next video. I have some reviews coming out this week. I'm going to be looking at Ambulance, Sonic. I need to watch Coda. I haven't watched that yet. There's a couple other movies. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once. I believe that is coming here finally. I haven't had that. And I think that might be it. There might be one or two other ones. There's a lot of movies coming out in the next few weeks, so I will have a ton of reviews for you guys. But thank you guys for watching this Blu-ray, Steelbook, and 4K haul, and I will see you guys on my next video.